There we go.
How about that bat?
What? What do you want?
That bat right there.
What about
That's
this?
not in the way?
Kind of in the way. It's not that bad. All right. Hey, guys. Welcome to our Red G Fox channel. I am Danny. I know some people aren't here yet. Eventually, they will come in. Yesterday started out where it was, we had plans to do Saturday. I didn't work, so I was able to do it, but we had family come over and we had a whole bunch of stuff. They wanted to go do sports. I had to go play with them. Now I have maybe a possible cracked rib. It's my fault. When you get old, like Red Fox or Fred Sanford, you got to be careful. I tried to catch a football, which I did, but then I landed on the football, and since then I've been in pain. But it was still fun. Kids had a good time, teenagers, and so just wanted to say, let's see. Hey, what's happening, Christopher? Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Yeah, you know, it was supposed to be at anywhere from 6:45, 6. I just said the football game's on, the Patriots-Chargers. I go, I'll start it early so I can try to see maybe the last half of the fourth quarter. But we got today, we're going to have 2 episodes, Jealousy. We'll do that with Osgood Wilcox. Everybody loves that episode. And we'll also do the episode, the Card Sharps. And so we have trivia. We'll do kind of that in between the 2 episodes. We'll do the trivia challenge. And the questions are going to be all based off of Card Sharps and going to be based off of Jealousy, the 2 episodes. Now, there's only a few people here. Most know when you come into our channel, I cannot live stream it on here. I think TikTok you might be able to, but on YouTube, it'll be a strike against you, so I cannot show it. So what we'll have it on here is I watch it on my DVD here. You watch it most likely on Tubi or your DVD at home or anywhere else on TV, and then you can watch us on your cell phone as we watch the show together. And we try to enjoy Sanford and Son, go over some fun facts, and just get some laughs about it. We'll wait a few minutes. It's only been 2 minutes since I started to get some other people in here. Meanwhile, I will turn this on. Man, the football has been wild. Being out here in SoCal, I am a Rams fan, and I got to say, I wanted to play Carolina so bad. Hey, well, that's good, Chris. I'm glad you didn't miss it. I know sometimes we get people pushing for it, and I'd love to do the live show once a week, maybe twice a week if I was able to. That is my goal. One day as I get closer to retirement, I can retire in about 9 years. If I'm still blessed to be able to do this channel, I will be doing this probably 3 or 4 times a week because it's such a blast doing it. Hey, what's up in Shadow? How you doing? Is that my glasses even these Shadow Mix? Hey, Shadow Mix. Greetings. Thanks for joining us. We're going to be doing Sanford and Son trivia today in between the episodes. Like I was saying, I watch it on my DVD player here. I can't stream it. YouTube won't allow it. But then you can also watch it on your devices or however you want. Or you can just hang out because we kind of talk about it. The conversation is usually good as well in the live chat once we get enough people. It's at 6 people. I'll wait 2 more minutes. At 5 minutes, we're going to start. And then we're going to do episode, do the trivia, do the last episode. Jealousy, trivia. Well, it kind of messes it up then, huh? Because the trivia is based on Card Sharps and Jealousy. But most people who are here have already seen those episodes. And I got one new thing. Anyone who ever watches our live show or seen my channel, even at my old house before I moved, you know we always have a whole bunch of things. The ball represents the Jackie Robinson that Rollo misspells. We got Esther on top of the TV. Todd Gurley for the Rams when Bubba mentions the Rams counting the jelly beans in season 6. We actually have a Justin, look at this one. This is one of my favorite that I had years ago, and I didn't even put it together. That is a Justin Fargas rookie autograph from USC. And as everyone knows, cool, hey, Shadow Mix, then you came to the right place. That's all we do on this channel, obviously. Red G Fox, we talk about Sanford and Son and everything from the actors and characters who did it. But this is Antonio Fargas' son. And we know Antonio Fargas played Sonny Cochran, the lawyer/tailor. So I have that there. I got something new. I've had this for a while. Aunt Jemima, I saved it because remember Aunt Jemima, they were getting rid of that brand. So I bought this and saved it. I forgot it was stored up. I found it and I said, what did Cousin Emma want more than anything? Yes, Christopher Antonio's son. Cousin Emma was going to make those pancake bread. So I'm like, I got to put the Aunt Jemima. This is for Cousin Emma in her memory down here next to the 3rd season DVD collection. So yeah, that's some new item. I'm always trying to find new stuff to put on here. I really wish they would have made more of these Funko Pops besides just Fred and Lamont. You know, it would have been cool if they made Aunt Esther, Grady, Bubba, Rollo. So anyways, all right, it is almost 5 minutes. Let's get our DVD players. If you are watching it on Tubi, if you're streaming it, if you're going on DVD, whatever it is, cool, Shadow Mix. Thanks for coming. Yeah, we do these live shows. I used to do it a couple times a month, but I've been real busy now. I'm not coaching at this time, so I'm able to do Next week I do work. I think that the NFL playoffs, once the Rams are out, and thank God they did not lose. I was so sad yesterday, but they did win, so I was excited. They were that close to losing. And I blame McVay. When they were up 17-7, I'm watching that game saying, kick the field goal. You're on the road. Take the 3 points and go up 20-7 with less than 2 minutes and a half. He doesn't. Almost ends up biting in the butt. I blame McVay for that. But Stafford and the Rams were able to pull it out, thank goodness. So I'm going to go find, let's find. Do we want to do, let's see, we got, how many people here? If you are going to just be enjoying as I watch it here and you watch it on your device, do you want to see jealousy or card sharp? Let's do card sharps. I was going to do jealousy first. Let's do card sharps. That episode is the main reason. I was figuring if more people show up, because I did start a little early, if more people show up, like our regulars from John, Share Money, Mike, Jim, any of those guys, so many other people, Erica, Bridget, those people who usually come and hang out, if they show up, then I'm like, I wanted to wait and do that. But jealousy is a classic one as well, so we can do both. So I'm going to put on right now the card sharps. So I'm starting that up if you want to start it up. I'm watching. You have it on Tubi? Okay. Yeah, see? Oh, they do have season 3, Christopher. Last time we did the stream, I had season 3 on, and everyone was telling me Tubi only had season 1 and 2. So they must have added it, which is great news. Because it's like, not everyone could watch it last time we did it. And I'm like, I don't want to do that again. Yes, nasty work. Yes, you big dummy. My wife calls me that constantly, referencing this, and I usually don't mind. And I never mind when people on social media call me dummy, big dummy, cold-blooded dummy. That's my favorite one. When they're at the hospital, and he lied to him about marrying Julio's sister just to get him to have the fake heart attack. And he goes to the hospital, and he's all, you big cold-blooded dummy. That's one of my favorite ones of all of them. But yeah, when people call me big dummy, I don't take offense to it. I mean, it's an actual like compliment, right, in the Sanford and Son world. Oh, and then our newest video, it will be up tomorrow. Members only, got it for the weekend. Hey, what's up, Share Money? You made it just in time. I was just talking about some of our regulars showing up, and I mentioned you, John. So right now, I was going to do jealousy first. We're doing card sharps. It just started. The credits just ended, and now Lamont's backing his truck in. So, John, if you want to do it, or Share Money, we're doing a... Hey, what's up, DJ? No, of course not. Why would you come in and ask? What does that even have to do with it? This is the Sanford and Son channel. Let me see. I might have to remove you from the chat because I'm not going to wait for you to keep being goofy. Where are you? All right, there we go. Oh, you're watching on Tubi? Yeah. I know, I purposely did season 2 because the last time, remember last time, John, some people were saying Tubi only had seasons 1 and 2, and we were doing season 3. Fred's vacuuming. Yeah. Fred, Yes, I did, Nasty. I did the video where I went to Sanford and Son Junkyard. That was such a blast to do. Going there in person, standing where Red Fox and Damon Wilson stood, and seeing the whole street. It was pretty fun. Now, I just did the news video last Friday. I had Friday off. I went early because I had stuff to do in the afternoon. Went to LA, out by Hollywood, and I did. Oh, thank you very much. Excuse me. Thank you very much, Nasty. Nasty work. Thank you. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I tried to share it with everyone. Our newest one will come Monday morning. It is going to the Red Fox Walk of Fame in LA. You can actually go outside his old office, and I got it on the video. You could see his view. The Hollywood sign's right there. And there was 6 Sanford and Son actors from small time to big time who had their names, signature, and footprints. I'm not going to spoil it. I mean, you can always Google it. It'll show you on there. But the video, I go to every single person who either was in Sanford and Son or was a celebrity, and how they were kind of probably related to Red Fox in some way because it was his old office. It was nice. So I hope you get to enjoy that one if you want to watch that too. Oh, and this is... That's when Fred's doing his thing, and he's all, I'll pay you $5 for the truth. Did you do anything? Fred's all, no, give me $5. Why would he think that he's going to pay him $5 for that? season 1 and 2 were really, they set the whole thing right there. They set the whole thing for the whole series, right? Basically off of Steptoe and Son. But you can see Lamont is kind of harsh, right? Kind of rough with Fred a lot of times. But I like that because if you watch Steptoe and Son, the dad is much more annoying in that. Cool. Thank you, Nasty. Yeah. Hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully you go. Because seeing some of these people in there, you know, I did post one picture, Dap Sugar Willie, his autograph and footprints were there. That was really cool to know that, hey, at one point he was standing there. You know, and I really was an admirer of Dap Sugar Willie. We know he did Good Times. He actually had a movie role once. Really good actor, if he got the chance to be. This is when he's got the deck of cards. Know why? Because he never... Hey, what's up, Mike? We were just waiting for you. John, Share Money showed up a little late. I know it was supposed to be... Oh, let me see. Take care, Lamont. Remember, her real last words were, if you get sick again, don't come to this don't come to this doctor. If you and Lamont get sick, don't come to this doctor. What's up, Mike? I'm glad you can join us. Yeah, I wanted you to be here. You know, and right now, Mike, we're about a quarter of the way through the card sharps. Don't use this doctor. And then I love when he's all, that must have been tough. Yeah, he's all, I had to walk out with that doctor. You do, Mike. You're always watching Sanford and Son. So good, dude. The writing is so good. Yeah, right now we're at the point where, like I just said, where they're talking about that. How would Lamont know Fred's always losing? Until he gets on the lucky streak and he outbluffs bottom of the deck Dan. But it was a great experience, John. It was going there. Like I said, seeing it. Well, the crazy thing is, on the video, you'll see there's gas company lines. Like they're checking underground lines. I'm like, I really hope the gas company doesn't come out and want to just break. They got to get their lines and they break it up. I'm like, to me, that's a landmark. That is a piece of history. And I have connections with the gas company. So I'm almost like, should I talk to a friend of a friend? If they're going to tear up that street, I'm going to go right there and say, give me all those autographs, and they're going to be sitting in this house because I don't want those just thrown away with a pile of cement and rock. Hucklebuck. Now, what's a Hucklebuck do? All right, Shadow Mix. Yeah, get it on Tubi. That's the best way. I know. Do unto others have dealt unto. This episode, this is why it's one of the top. This has to be in our channel. Like 2 years ago, we did the top 10. This is in top 10. It is too good, and it's got way too many top lines, like you just quoted. I mean, we could fill the page on quotes from this. A rooster, a jailbird, and a card hustler. Yeah, the last time we watched this episode, this was probably over a year ago. We did this in a live show. And someone, I don't know if it was Erica, somebody looked up, it could have been you, Christopher, somebody looked up the cost of what it was like when Lamont was going to do $15 back in 1970. This would have been 73. And it's equivalent to I think they said $45, like for what you could buy for 15 back then and now. It was somewhere around there. And like that's a lot of money. If you're thinking for that $45 today, I'm not, I mean, you look at that like small time gambling, but still, that's not something I'm willing to throw. I'm not a gambling guy. If I win anything, I usually just go, okay, take my winnings, take a little bit more to do if you want to gamble more, but take the biggest part of the winnings and enjoy that. That's why I get so mad at Fred on the lucky streak in season 6. When he gets all the way up there, he gets what did he get, 12 or 14, 16,000? And then he lost it all within the next 30 minutes and had $100 to come home, and he gave the last 50 to Aunt Esther. And I love Lamont's character. I'm proud of you, Pop. I'm proud of you. You took all the money you had left and gave it to charity. It was worth it. No, hell no. I'd be like, are you kidding? I would be going absolutely berserk saying, are you kidding me? Yeah, why was it Rollo? Wait, let me see this one. Was Rollo in the series yet? That's an excellent question, Christopher. Was Rollo? I can't tell you. Rollo came. Oh, I'm at the point where they walk in. It's got as much junk in here as it does out there. Yeah. They got as much junk in here as they do outdoors. The flies. Flies. Yeah, I haven't seen a fly swatter in years. Great point, Shadow Mix. I'm trying to remember if Rollo came in Have Gun Will Sell. I can't remember if Have Gun and Will Sell comes after Card Sharps. That would be my guess. Card Sharps, I think, is episode 5. Have Gun Will Sell, I think, is episode 8 or 9, somewhere around there. So maybe Rollo wasn't in the show yet. You know, Christopher, because Rollo would have been great to come in here. But then that would have thrown it off if he brought Rollo in there. Because Rollo would be like, man, Rollo probably wouldn't play with these guys. Rollo's like, I didn't fall for these suckers, right? Rollo's too smart for these guys. That's probably why, even if he did exist in this Sanford and Son world yet, he wouldn't fall for this. Well, there's no way on this earth I'm going to trust a guy who just said, hey, I just happen to, you're going to play poker and you just come up. Share of money. Now, why you always want to accuse him of being a criminal? That's so funny. Yeah, he just got out of the slammer. Yeah, Christopher, I can't see Rollo falling for this. You know what I loved? We've already probably covered it. I know I have on our channel. Did you ever see the Christmas, or not the Christmas one, the Grady Show, where I even did a live reaction. I did a video where I watched the episode and react. Hey, what's up, Gregory? Glad you're in the house. Rollo got all the ladies. Yeah, dude, gosh. People keep asking me to make an episode just on the good-looking women Lamont has. And then he doesn't even marry any of them, right? Judy wanted to marry him, and he was too scared. I guess he wanted to have his fun life. But he should have been ready to settle down. I think he was still heartbroken from season 1 when she left him at the altar. That right? Maybe he was scared. But yeah, Rollo, dude. Rollo was all about the ladies. In real life as well, although he was married, had a bunch of kids. But the women would have went after him. But Rollo, in the episode of Grady, he invites Bubba, Rollo, and what is it? Yeah, it's Bubba, Rollo, and I think that's it from Sanford and Son. And they play Grady and his neighbor in cards. And Rollo ends up winning. He ends up taking Grady's father-in-law for the money he owes him. Has to come back and get a check. But Rollo, I love it. They always say, why you treat me like a criminal? Oh, here's the fly swatter. Dude, if you watch, he hits Rooster like 3 times hard on the shoulder. And then when he goes to hit Hucklebuck, Ron Glass tries to go to block it, but he hits him pretty hard on it. So yeah, that part must have hurt. Yeah, a video on Lamont's ladies. I've already done one on Judy Ann Fisher. Remember her in the show? Man, she's my favorite of look-wise and talent-wise. She was in Playboy. She could do everything, and she had all the looks. She's my favorite of all the women. And she's just in one episode, and he just, it's your thing, do what you want it, right? He's got her on the bed. Who to sock it to? Wow! And then he did, then we never see her again. His sweet lips Lamont, the dummy Don one. Oh, yeah. She was the one who, I think she was married or dated Sammy Davis. I can't remember her name, Gregory. She dated Sammy Davis Jr. That was the story. And she was one of the accusers of Bill Cosby. She was one of the first women that she accused Bill Cosby of sexually inappropriate conduct with her, put her to, the drugs and all that stuff. But yeah, she was a looker too. And Grady's all, if you got a cousin, I want a cousin too. But yeah, she also played Bubba's niece. That's right. I forgot that, John. Share money. Yeah, she played Bubba's niece. Look at Fred. He's all. He's trying to distract him, but he's just ruining the whole game. I know. It's not going to work. Yeah, that's the thing. He's trying to bug them and get them out of there, but Lamont learns the hard way. And like we talked about before on this show when we've done this, that's how I am. I'm like Lamont when I was young. Now I know, a lot of things, and I say, hey, let me step back, listen to what everyone else has to say and learn. But I used to be like Lamont, like, hey, I know what I'm doing. I got this. Then you get hurt, or you lose your money, or you lose your girlfriend, or you do something stupid, and you're like, maybe I should have listened to the other guy's advice. Don't try to do everything. Lamont right here, he ain't going to listen no matter what, because it's his pop. And so he has to learn, and he does. I'm glad he learns, and then his dad saves the day at the end. He's pouring the drink for Skeeter Matthews. It's like, look at Hucklebuck's face. He's like this, watching it, and he even looks over. He even looks over at Rooster and Lamont. When he says bottoms up, Ron Glass starts laughing. I know he can't drink all that. Quarter to 3 threes. No one plays as much as Z. Oh, got less than these. So throw him in, Joe. Right, John? He would have did that. He would have said, "You got a half hour and a bottle, and I'll show you." He could have drank the whole glass in a half hour. Oh, yeah, isn't that when he brought her, Gregory? Isn't that the one where it's his birthday party and he brings her, yeah, to the party? Dap Sugar Willie's in that one. We were just talking about him earlier. But remember, he brings her to the party and she's all, "Hello, Lamont," and he's all, "Hi." Then he's all, "Yeah, hi." That's all he could say. And they had no food, and she's like, "I'll give anything for a drink." And he's got no drink because his pop took off. Throw him in, Joe. Yeah, that's another. Yeah, there's so many beautiful women on there. The one who went on to be like a NFL analyst or a pregame show. What was her name? She was big time in the news. Remember the one where they all get together? Achu. He's all, "Hey, get back, fat stuff." Remember Fred? And he calls her Twiggy. That lady in it too. I can't remember her name. Diane. I can't remember. And he kisses her on the lips. She's another looker. She was a beauty one. Yes, Jane Kennedy. Thank you, John. Yeah, see, you guys know way more than me when it comes to that. I'm still learning. You know, I got a lot of stuff I've learned through this show behind the scenes, but I still don't remember a lot of it like you guys do. You guys lived it way longer than I did. So I love being these live shows. I'm always learning and seeing things. You guys are much quicker than I am with that. I mean, look at Fred's being as patient and as kind as he can. Yes, Shadow. She was. And I think she's still alive. I think she's still with us. Still has a pretty face. Damon Wilson had some unkind words. Almost like she thought she was too good. But Damon Wilson rubs a lot of people where it feels like he thinks he's too good at times. So, you know, maybe those two weren't going to get together when you both think you're so much better than maybe you really are. Just my opinion. And Esther, if I get Woody, get Esther to get the door. Get the door, Woody. See, I told you that was you at the door. Paula Kelly. Oh, is that the one? Is that the one, Paula Kelly? Is that the one who we were talking about with Bill Cosby? Yes, I remember that one, Gregory. Ola Ia, it must be the one. She's in it. Yeah, I think I did something on her before. That was when we did our tournament on our channel like 2 years ago, where we did our tournament basing on the characters of the show. Ola Ia was one of the top 25, I think. We kind of did a little bit of backstory on all of them. Yeah, she was a beauty. You be a broke dummy. In real life, dude, it's like at this stage in this poker game. Oh, Paula was Ola Ia. Okay, Paula Kelly. See, I can't remember everyone's name, the characters. Paula Kelly was Ola Ia. Yeah, she's a beauty. Like, how are you going to trust this? Fred's literally trying to warn him, but while he's doing that, Lamont has to keep leaving I mean, they could be going through cards and all of them stacking their decks or doing whatever they want. Yeah, stupid. Fred's actually hurting Lamont to where you can't even trust anyone there. $16. Holy cow. This I love. What this, right? There's no cell phones. Where did he get? He had to go next door, and there wasn't Julio yet. Julio didn't move in yet, I don't think, for this one. Lamont, don't play that hand. And he slams it. My guess is he probably ran down to the corner real quick and got the cell phone. Oh, here it is. Or not cell phone, the pay phone. Remember those? Dummy. Oh, my gosh. Dummy, right? He had to have run to the store. Remember, they had an agreement with the guy who runs the gas station so they can use the restroom like when they throw the big party. Aunt Esther's first one. Oh, she didn't? I never seen that one, Gregory. On Good Times, I didn't see that. She didn't have her accent. I liked her accent she adds in for the part. What is? He's got a hard hat on. Yeah, even they're getting pissed. They're like, "Get out of here. Hey, old man. Hey, Papa Sanford. Don't do it. Oh, yeah, he could have went to Goldstein. That was right across the street. Easily could have went to Goldstein. And I should know it's not that far of a walk. I was there in real life. Right? If that was the filming location was like technically their home, you had a place here, and right across the street would have been Goldstein's. He could have easily got there in less than 10 seconds and called. Nothing in your head. Yeah. Lamont's so stupid. Lucas, right? Mazel tov. I love the way they both say that at the end. I call him Damon, his real name. Lamont, what is Lamont thinking? The fact that they keep, they're playing, they end up taking him, and then as soon as they win their money, they leave. Why aren't they playing each other? If they're all not in it as one group, whenever I play poker with family or friends, you play till there's one or two people. Sometimes if the game went too long, you're like, all right, two people, I got mine, you got yours, we walk away, and we didn't have to play winner takes all. Sometimes we would, sometimes we wouldn't. But right here, I never played poker in any time where, hey, one guy's tapped out, all right, we're done, I got my money, you're everyone, we're good. It's like, if you did that, that's an obvious scam. Nah. Oh, I got money now. Yeah, Shadow. He was gullible here because the character he was based on a lot of times was like that, had high hopes and would believe in things and was kind of like positive and trying to reach for the stars. And in here you can see Lamont's kind of like that, and doesn't stop to think and doesn't have the experience that obviously his pop does. And he is gullible, right? When he falls for the thing, he's all, and two, the check is still bouncing. And when he called, Mary's all, maybe it's McDonald's in Rome when he got taken for the commode. Yeah, so it's like Lamont multiple times falls for these scams. Oh, you can finally, hey, we're almost done, Mike. Get to the end when Fred's all, light, we'll light. Now, see, these guys, they're so arrogant. They're so above thinking, hey, we got this guy. We know exactly what we're doing. They're like, you haven't played cards in over 25 years. Gregory, I love that. When he's all, oh, he calls her Dennis and he's all, Denise, Grady. He's all, oh, sorry, Denise the Menace. In the way only Grady could say it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I love that one. She's another beauty. We did a lot of times when I would do episode breakdowns, Gregory, on our older ones. I haven't done one in forever. But when I do episode breakdowns, we would do a small bio in every character in that one-time appearance. And we did do one on her for that episode. So I know a little bit about her, but yeah. The dress, she looked amazing in that dress too. That when she came in, it's like Grady and Fred, I'd be like, hello, who's your lady friend? The original clapper. Oh, that she had on there, yeah. Those chokers were big, then they went away, and then they came back. I don't know if they are now. I don't remember seeing it. My daughter's older and moved out, so I don't really see girls fashion. I got two teenage boys still home. So I don't know that. I love Fred. Look at that stack of cash, dude. Skeeter Rooster Hucklebuck. They totally played him for a fool. And the fact that he got warned, he didn't even take one bit of advice from his dad, and they could have saved everything. I love that. He's got all the clothes. He's all, fine, something will fit you. Just in time, Mike. We're going to do trivia. If you're here and you've never been part of our channel when we do these, we're doing trivia. Next, we got 10 questions related to the episode Jealousy and the episode Card Sharps we just watched. So stay tuned. Look at that, dude. I love that big stack of cash. And what's funny is they're probably both sitting there with guns. They're probably both strapped in real life. Remember, Damon Wilson said that when they were on set, they'd be strapped because they wanted to be safe. You can't trust anyone then. They're cards. I love the glasses, dude. They did, Jeff. I'm so glad he did. That's what makes the episode so good. Because you're not thinking Fred, even though when he says, oh, I haven't played in forever, you're thinking, okay, maybe he'll get Lamont's money back or something. Like Lamont said, he's all, you couldn't take these guys that quick. I was barely gone. I just went up to the store down the street. What the Bible says. Deal unto others, others have dealt unto you. That's so funny, dude. He's got their clothes. I did a video. Some people liked it. I did a little make-believe video on the card sharps on our channel. You have to scroll back within the last 6 months. And it was basically like being hypothetical. What happened after this night? And I had how Rooster ended up going to a life of crime and he tried to rob. Remember the episode the same actor came and robbed Fred when he won the $500 from the lucky number scam? And he's like, you don't work for the LA Times? He said, are you kidding? And then he takes the $50. I said he ended up getting arrested, changing his life, and then he became a teacher and then a principal on the show Small Wonder. Oh, you saw that video, John? Yeah. But what's funny is some people would comment on there. They're like, this is a lie. Nothing here ever happened. They were taking it all serious. They're all, none of this. That's from this show. That's from What's Happening. As I would talk about Bill found his real kids in What's Happening, right, as he went on to do it. Skeeter Matthews, alias Bill Thomas. So I just did a bunch of things goofing with them. Hucklebuck went on to be a police officer, and I think it was Chicago from Barney Miller. But yeah, some people got mad, like, dude, this is a lie, this isn't real. And I'm like, who really believes? It's obvious every clip is from another show. Thank you though, John. At least somebody liked it. I know, right? Shadow, that's the point. Yeah, Fred's like, ain't no woman gonna go out with you. Probably right, but right, either she was already gone or she already went out for the night and came back. She's not gonna get all made up again if she already showered or is down for the night. And Lamont's like, well, what if I come over? Hello? Yeah. So that is Card Sharps. Very funny episode. Easily top 10. When we get to jealousy, I'm trying to think when I did our top 10. Did jealousy make it? I think it did. There was a couple episodes in there that I don't think are highly rated when it comes to like fan ratings. I think it was Hello Dolly and My Fair Esther. Those are the two that I kind of snuck in myself saying, Hello Dolly is just a fan favorite, but it might not be rated as high as some of the other ones. So I'm trying to remember if Jealousy made top 10. I know Card Sharps did. Yeah, Barney Miller's New York. Okay, thank you. I always remember the intro, and I kept thinking Chicago. You know, maybe it was the skyline. The intro in Barney Miller was Chicago. Because I figured everything else is in New York, right? So like, what is it? The New Odd Couple, where Damon Wilson played in it, that took place in New York. So I'm like, there was a lot of sitcoms that, wasn't it Mary Tyler Moore? Didn't that take place in New York? There's a lot. So I figured Barney Miller might be Chicago to try to be different. But no, that is it. All right, I'm going to get the other episode ready, even though we're not doing it yet. Can everybody hear me okay? I don't need everyone to say yeah, as long as someone does. I usually use my microphone things, and I hook it here, but every once in a while, it'll rub on the clothes or something, and it kind of gets messed up. So this time, I'm like, I'll just talk here, as long as it's not echoing or sounding too bad. Because right now, in the room, it's a bigger room. So I didn't know. Is everything sound good? Oh, you can be fine? Cool. Thanks, John. Yeah, as long as you guys can hear me, because I don't want any mess ups. All right. What about when Fred went to St. Louis and Grady took charge of the house? Oh, I love it's weird. It's almost like Star Wars, the last trilogy they did, The Last Jedi. That is so polarizing, where some fans hate it, some fans love it. And I feel like that's with Grady when he took over. I would say 70% of people, from all the comments I get on Facebook, Instagram, anything, TikTok and YouTube, anything, I would say a big chunk of people who mention love Grady. 70% easily enjoy those. But there are about 10% left that it's wishy-washy. And then there's about another 20% that absolutely, it was Minneapolis? See? Thank you, Christopher. I don't remember. I couldn't even get that right. I couldn't even get that. Thank you, Mike. Good. Okay, so everyone hears me. But with the Grady episodes, I love them. I think it really showed how great the supporting cast was. I loved how great the writers were, how they brought in people like JoJo Jackson, and you brought in Cousin Emma, and you brought in Betty Hairston. As much as Betty Hairston's episode is rated like 7.0, it's not highly rated, which surprises me because a lot of people who love it, it's very funny. And I think Grady's character really opens up, and obviously this led to him getting his own show. I think those are we meet Uncle Woody, the new and full-time Uncle Woody, played by Raymond Allen. We meet him in those episodes, right? Before that, he was just kind of a side character when they were meeting for the marriage with Donna. But then we actually meet Woody, and he's there, and you're talking to him, and he's not just a side piece. He's a new character. I believe, I could be wrong, right? I'm not there. I'm not writing these episodes. I know zero. But basing it on a fan, I believe a lot of that got more playtime because Red Fox was gone, right? You lose Tom Brady, you lose your starting quarterback, then you're going to put, if you got Jimmy G, well, fine, Jimmy G, you lead the show, Jimmy Garoppolo, but I better get a good running back. I better call up I better make sure Gronk gets more work. I'm speaking sports-wise because that's how I always think. But it's like, I think that's what the show did. The show went all out and showed the talent with the writers and the cast, and it excelled. In my opinion, it kept the show going because week in, week out, people did return hoping Red Fox would come back. But Grady and the cast, Grady and Damon as a lead, really made the show have a different feel, but still funny as hell. Cardella DeMilo. I don't know who that is. Christopher, who's that? Cardella DeMilo? Is that, see, I don't know everybody's name. Hey, go away. You don't have to go away. Hey, what's happening? The naked painting. Oh no, Grady. Grady's niece. Grady gave it to his daughter in the spinoff. It's so funny. That's technically an episode of Sanford and Son, right? That he comes there. It was the last one of season 4, I want to say, and that was Grady gave the painting to his daughter for like a gift for their new home. And yeah, that one's okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, she's funny. Yeah. Cardella DeMilo. She's funny, dude. When he brings over, if you didn't have a heart attack, she'd have gave you one. She was awesome. And then Bubba takes her on a date when they go to buy the gay blade. Yeah, that was another good one. Okay. Let me get some names in here. So we got share of money. So I ask questions, 10 questions. Each of them are worth, first one who answers it, you don't have to buzz. The minute you know it, start typing. Don't wait for me to finish. The minute you think you know it, type. The first one who gets it gets 3 points. The second one who gets it gets 2. And the last person gets 1. If I see a couple people come in third place and it's like all at the same time, you'll all get 1 point as a tie, right? Because it has to just show it. But usually first and second are guaranteed when they come in, 1 and 2. 3 points, 2 points, 1 point. Occasionally, if you get half of it right, like if it's a name and I want the character and you give the actor's name, I'll still give you at least a half of the point, even if that's not what we're looking for. Yeah, I was with the gay blade, Christopher. Yeah, she's so funny. She's a home. You taking me home already? Yeah, I wish she was in more. She was a good character. Share money. We got Christopher. Who else is in this chat? Jeff. We got Mike. We got Go Away. Grady's your favorite. Hey, Go Away. It's great you choose. I just chatted with someone on Facebook talking about my top 3 characters. And Fred, number 1. Esther has to be number 2. And I have Grady at 3. Some people say, hey, take away Fred and Esther because they're kind of like, they're locks, right? They're automatic. If you did that, maybe they would say Bubba or Rollo and then Grady. When we did a poll where we asked, I think like 5,000 people on social media, it's funny how Lamont's character didn't crack top 5. Some people had him there, but a lot of people had him like at 6 or 7. Younger generation. My 2 teen kids always do that. Anyways, but they had him like that. And to me, it was because I think he's a really good character and the show doesn't exist. Obviously, you have to have the son. But when we think back, especially from season, 4, 5, and 6, a lot of it's Fred. We think of Fred. It's unfortunate when you're the straight man to play off a lot of the jokes. And I think that's what really showed, what made me like Lamont more as a comedian, a funny character, is when Fred was gone and Grady was there, right? That's a DC Emma, right? Some of Lamont's best lines are when Fred's not there and he's with Grady, right? When he does the JoJo Jackson one, he gets the great scene fighting JoJo with the karate. When he sits there and he's going with Rollo, when he's doing it with cousin Emma, right? He doesn't want her. He's like, I'll drive you, I'll drive you to the bus stop, whatever it is. She can sleep there. Lamont really shined, I think, comedy-wise. And I think if we'd had more of that, more of it felt like a Cher comedy role as opposed to a Fred funny and Damon a lot of time had to be the straight guy and keep him going. I think Lamont's character would have been liked more. That's just my opinion. But it's good. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Shadow. At least you agree. All right. So do we get Shadow in here? Let me get Shadow. I know we have more in here. Let me scroll real quick. Maybe some people were here and left. Gregory. There's George. Hey, George. I'm sorry I missed when you said something. Cosplay girl, Catherine McKee. Yes, there we go. Catherine McKee. Thank you, George. You might not even be here. I missed that when you were saying that. Sometimes when I'm talking and looking around, I talk so much I miss it. So, George. All right, so I'll get the names on here. So, here we go. And I'll tell you what the episode is from. starting with trivia. This is from the episode Jealousy. Okay, so here we go. Get your fingers ready. Good googly. Oh, man. Yeah, he does. He does. Oh, I like Lamont. My favorite Lamont breaking character is got to be with Donna, where Fred's in his long johns and he's wet, TV or not TV, and he's like walking like this, and then he can't stop laughing, and they just let the camera roll. And then even when Donna's trying not to laugh, and when Fred turns around and looks at Lamont's character, Red Fox starts to break character, and then you can see they kind of do a straight cut because next scene Donna's serious and she's yelling. That's a great one. Okay. First question, trivia, Jealousy. In Jealousy, Lamont tells Fred, all I know is he's the dude with the dame and you're the blank with the rump. What was it he said? You're the dude with the dame and you're the blank with the rump. What was the word blank? Good job, Mike. I'm glad you're here. And as soon as you guys know, hey, we got it. John got it. So he got it there. Gregory's number 2. Where's Gregory? Let me get Gregory. And Shadow got it there. So we got our 1, 2, 3. Shadow got it. All right. Correct. So that was it. You're the chump with the You're the chump with the rump. That's exactly it. Good job, guys. So that is the first one. This one's also from Jealousy. Mac, hey, what's up, Mac? Let me put your name down here. You did answer a little late. If you come in within a few seconds right after, you'll get a point. But after it's been like 5, 6 seconds, we move on. All right, here we go. Next question. This is from Jealousy as well. We'll go back and forth. I'll let you know. How many push-ups did Osgood Wilcox say he did a day? How many push-ups did Osgood Wilcox say he did a day? We'll get to that episode next. That's why I was like, if we watched them both and maybe did trivia after. But I said, let's get it in between, and then we'll finish with the episode. All I hear is kids. There's a birthday party right next door. No, you're so close, Gregory. You're off. But nope. Actually, I think Gregory got it. Never mind, Gregory. Yeah, you did get it. I was looking at the wrong thing. Gregory got it right there. It was 300. 301, yeah. Price is right. You get it, right? You're $1 over. It was 300. I was looking at the wrong one. Now, bonus for the same thing added on. And isn't that crazy? He's all, I do 300 push-ups every day. He also did, how many sit-ups did he do a day? Actually, maybe my answer's wrong. On here they say, no, I think it seems like we're getting confused with Big Lou Turner, right? He said, I do 300 push-ups every day. So I think it's not that. I think Osgood did less, because we'll see it when we watch the episode. I'm still going to give it. The sit-ups are much lower. It's not even in the hundreds. The sit-ups. It's because we thought, that's what I'm saying. Oh, very close, Gregory. Very close. If no one gets it, I'm going to give you a point just for getting that close. I think the correct answer was 30 push-ups, something sit-ups, and he ran 3 miles. He jogged 3 miles. Yes, Shadow, you got it. That's the answer, Shadow. All right, yeah, so he goes 30. What you said, Shadow. We're still looking for second and third place. Anyone else going to answer after Shadow? Gregory, I'm going to give you a point just for getting so close. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Is that because I was like, when I wrote down, I looked and I go, did I write it wrong down? I go, no. I remember that's what it was. It was Lou Turner who said, I do. Remember? And he's all, here, why don't you try what is it? Shove it up your nose. And then he even does like a double take. Lou Turner. Percy Rodriguez, he played Lou Turner. He was great. Hey, Galaxy. What's going on, Galaxy? The mama's boy. Hey, Galaxy. It's good you can join us. Yes, John. I'm going to give you a point for that. Share Money gets a point just for dropping that. That was so good. Red Deer Abbey stood up too fast and almost fainted. And yeah, and 3 for 7-Up. I'm going to give you a point, Gregory. That was a good quote. All right, so that was it. He did 30 push-ups and 50 sit-ups a day. And he jogged 3 miles. Next question, card sharps. Yap, yap, yap. Yes, I do yap, yap, yap. That is, I know exactly who that is, Juan. Yap, yap. I kind of have to do a yap, yap when I'm doing a live show. Okay, next question. This is from the card sharps. We just watched it. The card sharp characters had their looks inspired by a 1594 painting. A lot of people don't know this, but we have shared this on our channel a dozen times. A 1594. For double the points, who was the name of the painter? Old man. Yes. I am the old. You know, age is all relative, right? I am old man, but compared to my father-in-law, he always calls me a young man. So, no, Bob Marley. Bob Marley, I don't think he ever did painting. The card playing dog. No, what is the painter's name? It's a tough one. The only reason you would know this, I didn't even know this. I only learned it doing research for the channel, was the 1594. It's a very old painting, and I've talked about it in the episode breakdown. I did it 2 YouTube shorts on it, and then I did a post a couple times on Facebook about it. No one might get this. It's worth 6 points. So it's a tough one. We'll wait a bit more and see. Norman Rockwell. No Norman Rockwell. I don't know. I don't think it's cheating if you Google it. Not Norman Rockwell. Nice try, Juan. If you Google and cheat, how am I going to know? I can't say, right? Maybe your internet was slow and you just didn't get the answer in time. So I can't really say, hey, no Google. There is no rule. You want to Google it. Most of the time, this was just a tough one. Every other question on here, every person on this page can answer like that or come close to it because we don't need to look it up. I thought an image Cal from Cal playing cards with the card sharps. I thought the image of Cal from Cal from Sanford playing cards with the card sharps. Yes, you got it. Frankly, I'm going to give it to Frankly. You got it for 6 points. Mr. Ryan. No, sorry, Juan. That ain't cutting it. Galaxy. Cassius Marcel Coolidge. No, that's a great guess. I don't even know who that is. If you just made that name up, you got me fooled. I don't even know who that is on here. All right, so we're going to move on. He got it. It was Caravaggio, 1594. Who would have thought? He made that painting. It was the inspiration, basically, with the hat. If you ever Google it and look at that painting or go to our channels, it's always listed over it. He is that. Cindy Sue. I don't know a painter named Cindy Sue. I know there's a professional singer who's really good named Cindy Sue, but no. Oh, sorry. Okay, the painting's called the Card Sharps, not Sharks. The Card Sharps. Let's get to our next question. From Card Sharps, of the 3 Card Sharp players, who was making their TV debut? What character or actor? You can call either more. But basically actor. What actor? You could say the character's name. But what actor was making his television debut as one of the 3 card sharps? This one I'm pretty sure someone will answer pretty damn quick. You got a 33% chance to getting it. And a lot of fans who I know, Sanford and Son, know this pretty casually. Yes, John got it. Oh, sorry, George. Wrong one. John, Chris. So John got it. Chris got it. Where's Chris? He got 1, 2. And then, nope, not Rasuala. I think he did some movies even before then. All right, Gregory, you got it. So Gregory got the last one in there. Yes, it was Ron Glass. That's the first line he ever says in his whole television debut. His acting movie TV was when he walked up and says, "Hey, he's got as much junk in here as he does outside or outdoors." Great line. What a great character to debut in. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right, Shadow Mix. We got it. Shadow, you got to get some more. You only got 1 point. Thank you. Cool fact. Yeah, that I love that. That's one thing I love about doing this channel is so many cool things that I had no idea. I didn't know any of this, right? I just learned all this within the last since starting our YouTube channel. And it's stuff that I just thought, oh, you know, it's Sanford and I love it. But when you actually dig deep, the history behind these amazing actors and characters and the story, and it just creates it to where you watch the show now differently, knowing, hey, he did this, that, he did this is where he came from, and blah, blah, blah. Anyways, I'm going on. I'm yapping, as they say. Yes, Mike, Ron Glass. Oh, he was? I didn't know that. I did not know that, Gregory. That's good to know. I didn't see that. He was the principal on Good Times. I never knew that. See? I'm always learning something on my live shows. Next question. From the Card Sharps. After Fred beats all 3 card players, we see him wearing a hat. We just watched it. Whose hat was it? In that one where he's sitting, he's counting the money, he's got one of the 3 Card Sharps hats on. Whose hat was it? Yes, Shadow got it. There you go, Shadow. Now you're up there with points. Yes, Gregory, you got 2. He got 2. He got 2. And who got the last one? John, you got it. John and Galaxy. Both of you guys came in at the same time. Where's Galaxy? Good job, Galaxy. Christopher, you came in right after Galaxy. I'm going to give you a point as well. You guys all came within a quick span. All right, so that one's cut off. Yes, it was Hucklebuck. The best hat, in my opinion, he was wearing on there. Fred did have Hucklebuck's hat on that. Card Sharps, we're going to do, this is 2 more Card Sharps, and then we got 3 more Jealousy ones. Here we go. As the poker game continues, which of the 3, while they're playing, has no hat on? They all come in with hats. They all sit down playing with hats. But as they're getting down and he's all, you know, Lamont's looking at his cards, going over it. One of the 3 characters do not have. Nope, Mike, not that one. Oh, George, yeah, he was on, wasn't he on All in the Family? Frankly, yeah. No. Yes, Gregory got it. Good job, Gregory. Nice. Now, Lamont didn't have a hat on, Juan. Lamont wasn't wearing a hat. Lamont wore a hat at the very end, but that wasn't. I think he put on Hucklebucks as well. It's funny. Everyone must have loved the Hucklebuck hat because everyone kept wearing that. Lamont. When you say that, Juan, that makes me go, did you ever even see this episode? At least you got the name right. Not Rooster. Rooster had the cool little, looked like a little golfer's hat, right? Like a little paperboy type or hat, and then it had the little light blue pom-pom on it. No one else got it. Wow. No one else gets points. All right, we'll move on to the next one. You ain't going to get any. I know. He warned him. He's like, you ain't getting no date at this time. No woman's going to do that. So after this, let me get this one done. And the answer was Skeeter Matthews. Remember, he took off the hat. He's the only one who stopped wearing his hat right there. Are you kidding? Oh, thank you, Juan, for the update. That's good to know. That is good to know. Drake May fumbled. Yeah, I'm watching that game. I was watching it before I did the live show. As soon as I'm done here, I'm going to finish that game. So let's get to it. Thank you, Juan. Keep me updated. What's the score? Can you put on the score? All right, at this stage, before we get to our last 3 questions, we have Share Money with 11 points. If I had a thing to clap, 6-3. Oh my gosh. See, New England's up 6-3. Chargers should have took that field goal and it'd be 3-3. And then secondly, their offense can't score against a team that actually has a winning record. So thank you for the update. Share Money has 11. Christopher has 3. Shadow has 4. George has 1. Gregory has 13 points with the lead. 2 points over Share Money. Great game so far for both of them. We have Galaxy with 1. And then I think that's... My glasses aren't the best right now. Is that Frank? Isn't there Frank in here? Let me see. Scroll back. Frankly. Isn't it Frankly? Come on now. Why can't I find his name now? Yeah, there was a Frank in here. Frankly. Yeah, anyways, Frankly, you have 6 points. So you're right there. I think you're in 3rd place. So, wow. Good game. Yeah, there you are, Frankly. Frankie, okay. There you are. Yeah, see? Oh, yeah, it's Frankie, IE. The phone's a little bit away, and these are my, not the best glasses for reading. My other pair, I didn't have them right now. But, yeah, Frankie, you are right there with 6 points. You're in 3rd place. So, still plenty opportunity. There is at minimum 9 more points to get up and grab. This is from Jealousy. Oh, no. We actually have 4 questions. This is the last one from Card Sharps. Here we go. Last one from Card Sharps. Who gave Lamont advice to buy his pop a TV for his bedroom? 9-3. Dang it. Come on, Chargers, do something. Yeah, it wasn't a great back then, Christopher. You had so many talent. I felt like all the actors and everyone back then. Melvin. Yes, but not from this episode. I'm going to give you 2 points for that, Frankie, just for that. That made me laugh. Melvin did initially say that, but in the episode Card Sharps, one of the 3 card players told Lamont, hey, you should do what I did. Get a TV. Yes, you got it, John. Share money. You got 3 points. And then who else got it? Shadow, he got it right there. Where's Shadow? Oops. And then who else? Gregory. Gregory got in there as well. Another point for Gregory. Juan got a point. No way. And so did Big Miles. All right. We got a new arrival to the game. See if he can. Hey, right now he's actually got more points than a big chunk of people here. And Mike, you just got one. Another one for Mike. All right. So that's it. We cut it off. Skeeter, yes. Remember he's talking when he's saying, sorry, my old man, he's kind of bugging sometimes. It gets at this age. And Skeeter's like, you ought to do what I did. Buy a TV for my pop in his bedroom. And he said, I haven't seen him since, what did he say, 1969 or something like that. So, yeah, he said it. But, man, that was a great one. Melvin did do that. That was so funny, Frankie. Okay, so now we are down to our final 3 questions, all pertaining to jealousy. Oh, did you answer, Chris? I'm sorry. Let me put you in here, Christopher. All right, I got it in there. Sorry, Christopher, I missed that. Yeah, it's when I look down to do the thing, sometimes I'll see names come. I just missed you. I got you. You got your points. All right, in jealousy, we see Fred and Lamont pull out a wheelchair for Osgood, thinking he's old and weak, right? They whip out that wheelchair. He said, stick him in there behind the cover. I got you a point, Mike. You're on here, Mike. You were the last one I said before Christopher came in. So they bust out this wheelchair. Where was I? Thinking he's old and weak. What other episode did we see that wheelchair in season 2? Can you remember the episode? That wheelchair, same thing, comes out. Fred even sits in it and uses it. What episode was it? If you don't remember the name, just mention a brief scene from it. I'll get you. You can mention the name of a character in it. You can mention, hey, remember, it was with that episode. It was this. You don't have to say the exact name. Hey, and you got the exact name. Way to go, John. 3. Yes, you got the name. Anyone can do it. Yes, Mike, 100%, Mike. You got a point for that. Yeah, you had a point on there. Anytime you come in, as long as you're with everyone else at the end, you will get minimum a point. 1 and 2 will get 3 points and 2 points. Oh, no, Christopher. Shadow, yeah, Shadow got it. He got the 2-pointer right there. Not Whiplash. Frenchie. Better not be. He didn't have a wheelchair in Whiplash, did he? I don't remember him. He was sitting on the couch with the neck brace, and then he was on his chair in Lamont. Anyone can correct me if I'm wrong, because Christopher knows a lot of Sanford and Son, and I don't want to rob him if he did. But I don't remember seeing the wheelchair in Whiplash. And I'm not talking just sitting in the background. Like, did Fred use it in Whiplash? That's what we're looking for. Yes, 100%, Gregory. You got a point there, Gregory. You got a point too, Mike. Good job. That's another one for you. Yeah, that was a great one. Pops and Pals. That is excellent. It looks like that's a cutoff. No one else said anything. All right, so it was Pops and Pals. Yeah, you're welcome, Mike. Thanks for always being here and watching and playing and commenting on our stuff. But someone correct me if I'm wrong. Did he have a wheelchair that he sat in? I remember when he got the neck brace, I thought he was sitting down in his normal chair. And that's when Lamont's like, what is that? And they start doing the whole speech. I could be wrong, but I don't remember him using it. I just remember in Pops and Pals, he comes out, and that's when we see Nelson B. Davis. He wanted to talk about barrel insurance. Oh, my gosh. All right, so we're moving on. Here we go. 2 questions left from Jealousy. When Fred gets mad at Donna, thanks to Lamont sets him up on that, he finally calls her something we normally never think he would call her. What does he call Donna? Never, right? Never. After season 1 and a few episodes of season 2, we never thought he would say that. And what does he call her? Yes. Damon Wilson, Sanford and Son. That's the best show. In my opinion, obviously, that's all we do on this channel. Oh, 719. Yes! You got it, Big Miles. 1, 2, 3. You just got into 3 points. Christopher got it. He got 2 points. He got 2. He got 2. Mom. I'm giving you a point just for that. Notorious Nobody. That was funny. And Gregory got the last one. Oh, wait. More coming in. Anyone else get it? Christopher. Didn't you already get it, Christopher? Or no? Yeah, you already got it, Christopher. You're good. You got the 2 points. Shadow Mix. Yes, you got one. And then Notorious Nobody. I got to write you down. You're getting a point. That is funny. Mom. Can you imagine if he called her Mom? Oh, my goodness. She would never forgive Fred for that. And Mike got another point in there. Oh, that's okay. Spelling doesn't count. I don't care. If it's close enough, you're good. I can't even really pay attention. I just kind of glance the word. All right, so that is it. Let's get to our last question. From Jealousy. Everyone get ready. Yeah, Shadow. See, that was pretty funny. Mom. I just keep picturing if he called her Mom. In real life, also, Donna was way younger than him. Well, Fred Sanford's character. Red Fox, he wasn't that old. What was the name of Fred's cousin, or what was the name of Fred's cousin and his profession or hobby? Remember in there, Fred mentions his cousin's name. When he's talking with Osgood, he's smelling the wine. He's a connoisseur. What is the name of Fred's cousin and what is his profession? Let me see. All right, Big Miles, I'm going to give you half the points. Yes, John got it. I'm going to give you 2 right there because we wanted both. There you go. Now you got the other point. And I'm going to give Share money. 1, 2, 3. Osgood will come. Dang, way to go, Juan. But the problem is you named the character, but we wanted Fred's cousin's name. Emma, what the? 6'7". Who is that? Do I know you? SMD 272. Who else would say 6'7"? Unless you're talking about me earlier. Only people would say that are my teenage sons and their friends. And I know one of their teenage friends is in this chat right now. Give me my points. All right, Juan, you'll get your points. There you go. And it wasn't Emma, not Cousin Emma. That was Cousin Emma, where we wanted Fred's cousin's name and what his profession was. Yes, he did. I think he had a job. He was just really sick and he had to be recovered. I got you your points, Juan. You actually got a couple. I know. No, Mike, I know. It's not Emma. There was no Emma. But that is it. The final one was the cousin's name was TJ. And when they said, oh, was he a wine connoisseur or whatever? Him and Lamont both say, no, he's a wino. We're going to do that now. I'm going to start the episode because we got to get going. Let me skip the intro. That's what I love if you watch it on Peacock. You can literally skip the whole intro. Not that the intro's not great. Oh my gosh, it ended up skipping the whole episode. All right, looks like I got to hear part of the intro. So, who won? 6'7". I actually have a T-shirt that they got that says that. It says Santa checking his list 6-7 times. Ugh. It's for my kids. They thought it. They were saying cringe. Someone's trying to come in right now. All right. Who is SMD? Do we know who that is? No.
Are you,
Yeah, I'm still live. I got my wife and one of my kids and their friends coming in. They're asking. I'm asking them, do we know who are you, SMD? Are you just a random person or do you know us? That's Big Loot. All right, we got to get to the points. Who won the tournament? Coming in at, let me see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Coming in at third place, we have a tie. Third place, we have a tie. Come on, dude, don't do that, Noah. He's shaking my phone. You know, you come in here, I don't mind if you talk, but if I'm doing a live show, I don't want you to shake the phone. Teenagers, what are you going to do with them? 14-year-old. Get Big Lou Turner to whoop his butt. Third place, it's a tie. Both with 8 points is Frankie and Shadow. Congratulations, you guys both get a bronze trophy. I wish if we actually ever got to do this at like a convention and in person, I would 100% have out prizes. I would probably give out these, like a Fred and Lamont Funko Pops. But you guys each tied for third with 8 points apiece. In second place with 16 points, that is Gregory. Gregory, congratulations. The crowd is cheering Gregory. Way to dominate trivia. I'm so glad you came and joined us. Yeah, no, thank you, Shadow, for playing. And in first place, I think this might be your first time, John, and that is Share Money with 21 points. One of the highest we've seen. I got to say, John, Share Money, usually you always come up short, right? You get second, third, you're always answering, you're always consistent, but you just miss it. Other people have a great night. Tonight is your night. Good job. Tonight is your night, bro. But yeah, way to go, Share Money. He gets it. Christopher had 6. Mike had 4. George had 1. Now, some people take off, so that's why it's like sometimes they might, hey, they got other things going on. Frankie, we said had 8. Galaxy, you had 2. Juan, you had 3. Big Miles, you came late and you got 6. No, you had 7. You had 7 points. You actually showed up late and had 7 points. So, man, it would have been great if you were here the whole tournament. And then Nobody, you came in and had 1 point with that great line, Mama. Yes, thank you guys for playing. Right now, Fred's trying on those big high heel shoes and he's trying to walk around. I got to drink some water. Talking this much makes my mouth dry after a while. Fred does look so dumb in these shoes, walking around. Yeah, congratulations, guys. Thanks, Gregory. Thank you, John. Thank you, Shadow. Thank you, Christopher, Mike, everybody for playing. It was a lot of fun doing the trivia. Somebody's clapping out there. I wonder if somebody just scored a touchdown. All right, good. Yeah, Big Miles, you came in. I'm like, you only answered you literally got 7 points and you only played the last 4 questions of the trivia. So yeah, I think if you would have been here the whole time, you might have been up there with the top 3. Yeah, my darling, if I were king. That's great. You know, some of those imitations Fred does that has nothing to do with this episode. Remember, he does that. What episode is that? Oh, when he's talking about going to be in Rated X. That is a top 10. 6, 7. That is a top 10, Rated X. And when he does that, he's all rice. When they get that rice pudding on their chin. He said, I can't stand when those old men get the rice pudding on their chin. We'll stick them behind those screens. The writing is so good in this, and they pull it off so well. A lamb chop bone to non. I don't want to look at that old man. But hey, what was I saying? See, I hate that. I get my mind lost. Oh yeah, in Rated X, that's a top 10. But when he's doing all those imitations, I actually was going through, and for video purposes, going to make a clip of it. And I checked each episode or imitation. Man, he is spot on. Red Fox did some amazing imitations. Mommy. What the heck is this, Mommy? I don't know who you are. You might not even know me. You might just be someone who's going on and just being goofy on a guy's live feed. You can go for it. I don't care. But yeah, Red Fox Shadow. Red Fox was amazing. I mean, what a legend. What an absolute legend. What a great friend. What a loyal friend. The history that we see, everything he's done with helping make people what they were. Yes. And he was great at imitations. I love that. When he's all, be of good cheer, all's good is here. And he comes in, Fred's all looking around like, who's this guy? This guy ain't sick. He can light a cigarette and hold a chair at the same time. I need to, you know what I need to do for our channel? I'm going to, I tried that crazy remedy drink. I did that. I drank that, and that was pretty wild. I've done that. We've gone places, almost fainted. Red Deer Abbey stood up too fast and almost fainted. But I need to do that. I need to try that for maybe a YouTube short. I don't smoke though, but I'll get down, maybe just put a cigar in my mouth, and I'll see if I can lift a chair and light it at the same time like Osgood does. See if I'm still in good enough shape, right? I got to do that. That'll be funny. Oh, Gregory, that one's good. Hey, don't touch me, egg roll. I'll really close your eyes up. I love when he says that too. Oh, bric-a-brac? But yeah, remember when he does that, Gregory? When he says that? Pat Morita, my jaws are hurting laughing so much. Pat Morita even takes a step back and he like kind of composes himself. He starts laughing because he's probably dying. That scene probably took multiple takes to say that. He's all, close your eyes up, and he's like, man, he's trying to say you're a hopeless case, but he starts laughing for real. Charming fellow, charming fellow. Oh, if you haven't seen... Hey, Prime Rib, yeah. Here, take this jacket with you. The way he's... Yeah, that is so good when he does that. Pat Morita, yeah, he broke character on that big time. Yes. Notorious Nobody, he does. Lagos. SMD. Lagos. Dos Lagos? Hey, but, what was I going to say? Oh, Damon's hair change. It does. I like season 3. I like when he has the fro. I did not like, was it season 6? Like when they went to Hawaii and it was so short and he had just that mustache. That look just did not, it made him look older and it didn't make him cool and hip like he did in these. I like his handlebar mustaches. Yeah, I was drunk when I was young. Take this jacket with you. Hey, Dejan, you're here. You're here. We started, I was supposed to do it Saturday. As I said, my family, I couldn't. I got injured playing football. I shouldn't have. Played basketball, ended up getting hurt again, scraped my knee. Let me see if I can even show you. He's a wino. See my knee? No, he's a wino. Scraped it bad. My son, my youngest, my teenager, went to cover me, stretched the leg out, and I tripped over it. I was like, that's a foul. You can't stick your leg out? Yeah. Do you use those good jelly glasses? See? Yeah, Gregory. He had the Walt Disney mustache. It just was not a good look. And the way, like in the Hawaii episode, I hate that one. But his posture, he's in that tank top tucked in, and then his posture is just like this. Hey, Pop. Hey, Pop. And it's like he has no personality, no life. It doesn't feel like, I mean, look at Lamont here. He's like attentive, wide into it, funny. In the pool, in the billiards industry. Yeah, that's what it was. Osgood Wilcox, Roscoe Lee Brown. I just did a video on him 2 weeks ago. If you are here watching our show and you haven't checked out that video, I highly recommend it. Just in the fact is that we cover a lot of his history, his personal life, which was very well kept secret. He didn't really discuss it a lot, but the career he had, the where he came from, yeah, great actor, and historical figure in Sanford and Son history. Brett's Variety Show. Eventually, I'll get to that. I think I do need to. I'm going to do one, maybe not a whole, maybe a small show on it, on his one where they did Red Fox with Dean Martin roast. Oh my gosh, I watched half of that, and I'm not done with it yet. But it's so fun. They got a lot of good jokes. LaWanda Page roasting him was fantastic. And Dean Martin, he's so good with all of them. Oh my gosh, I love doing that. If you haven't seen that, you can find it on Prime. On Prime Video, Dean Martin's roast. It's like towards the bottom. They only got like 10 or 11, and Red Fox is one of them. Thank God. And I got to watch it. That was awesome. And Christopher, I do. I've done a few clips from it, shorts, and then talked about it. But I will 100% do something on get to that point eventually where we do, because it's all, it's about Sanford and Son, Sanford, and then other shows. On our members only, I did break down the Red Fox show, not the variety show, but the one on ABC, and kind of some facts about it. And was that show actually good? I enjoyed Red Fox in it. Yeah, he does, Christopher. Yeah, I've watched some of those shows. That was good. They got great special guests on there. It's so fun seeing Red Fox interact with all these 60s and 70s stars and actors and stuff. Remember the one where I'm supposed to be watching this. Oh, Peacock has it uncut? Oh, that's good. That's good to know. Wait, are we talking about Prime Member? Are we talking about the Dean Martin roast? Or are you talking about Sanford and Son? I know, Dejan. We would have had you. The trivia. Yeah, there was. Oh gosh. He takes on the. Yeah, the trivia was fun. We only had 10 questions. Usually I do a little bit more, but 10 questions was a lot. I got to get going soon. It's already 76 minutes. I thought I'd be done by 7:30. I got to go do something with my wife real quick, and I got to see the end of the Patriots-Chargers game. My Rams survived. Oh, I was nervous. Long story. I'm gonna make it short. I couldn't watch the final few. The defense I did, but on offense I was so stressed. I was like, we can't lose. We can't lose to a team that we lost to last time. We should have beat. That drove me nuts. And we almost did thanks to the coaching. Hey, what's happening in New Orleans? He recorded a bunch of his records here. Oh, probably. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, down in New Orleans, Red Fox. That seems like a town built for him. Thanks, Henry. Glad for you to join us, Henry. Hey, if you ever see our channel again in the future with a live show, try to get here sooner. We do an episode. We're watching one now, Jealousy, and we're both watching. I'm watching here, you watch there, and we also do trivia. So we do trivia in between the episodes. Thank you very much, Corey. I appreciate it a lot. Sanford and Son all day. Thank you. I'm trying to bring anything the actual official Sanford and Son channel can't bring. That they can't. They just do episode clips. I try to bring clips and facts and so many great things about our characters and actors from it. This is when he's dancing with Donna. He's all, come here, lover. Oh, you got a lot going on tomorrow, Gregory, against the Texans. Dude, you guys, that close. That close. Didn't the Ravens get a penalty or something too as well? And then they shanked that kick. Can you turn that back on? Thank you. They shanked that kick, and I remember I was like, I thought the Ravens had it. I'm like, oh, Ravens are in. I can't believe it. Steelers had that, and they just couldn't finish. And they missed the kick, and now the Steelers have a home game in the playoffs. That's wild. Thank you, Henry. Yeah, I hope to see more of you. We got a small group right now. Throughout these live shows, it fluctuates here and there, not 6, 7, but 15, 20, 25, they come in and out. But we always have a normal core of a good 10 to 15. That's why I like to keep doing it whenever we can. Next week, I work Saturday. As soon as the Rams are eliminated, maybe next week or after, I'll probably have more time on the weekend to do it because I'm not coaching right now, flag football. And the only thing, with football done, I will have either Sunday or Saturday free, and at least this time to do it. A lot of times I like to do it Saturdays, occasionally Friday. Soccer, I'll do World Cup. I'll do World Cup. I enjoy watching World Cup. Not a huge soccer fan. Anytime in the past, I've only done World Cup, watching USA or like to see other countries. Brazil, other ones get in it. They've had some good ones with France, but my two kids do. They always go back and forth. The trend. Oh, Ronaldo or Messi. They go back and forth. One likes Ronaldo, one's like Messi, but not a huge soccer guy. Oh, I hate marriage myself. You know why? The talking. Talk. I love Roscoe Lee Brown, man. Yeah, college basketball is fun. I enjoyed college basketball more. Remember, I don't know how old you are, but back in the day, my all-time hype for college basketball was Chris Webber and the Fab Five. I never got into watching college basketball as much as I did then, and I still followed afterwards, but C. Webb was one of my all-time favorite just athletes, players to enjoy. I have an autographed picture of him and Jason Williams, white chocolate. Still, where is it? I think I got it down here. Speaking of which, I have my stuff stored since we moved, but there it is. C. Webb, Jason Williams. Yeah, I loved Chris Webber. But college basketball, I'll watch it, big games. I'll watch everyone watches the tournaments. But back then, back in those days, man, Fab Five, Duke, UNLV, it was so good. Smiling Sam Osgood. Yes, that I did know. I did know that recently. I didn't see that episode. I've only seen a handful of Good Times, and I like the show. I'm always Sanford and Son or What's Happening. When I got time, if I'm not watching like a Christmas theme movie, Christmas is done, so I don't watch those anymore. I only do that once a year. But when it's throughout the year, if I got time, I'm like, I'll want to watch What's Happening. I love What's Happening, or Sanford and Son. So it's like it's hard for me to go, let me pop on Good Times, let me pop on Andy Griffith. I love Andy Griffith as well. One of those shows when I go, I'll start to, or I'll say, oh, I think I'll watch Andy Griffith today. And I go, no, I want to watch Sanford and Son or What's Happening. Yes. Now, C-Web, this is what I always get. C-Web called it, oh, man, the NBA, yes, Gregory, Sacramento should have won. Now, I'm a Laker fan being out here, but they should have won. They got robbed that one. I know the controversial with the calls, but the Kings blew it. They got a bunch of calls, and they missed a crap load of free throws in that Game 7, and it went to OT. They should have won that game. It's just unfortunate. You know, I feel like Karl Malone, I feel like Sean Kemp, I feel like Patrick Ewing all should have won titles, but they played in an era of Michael Jordan, and I think C-Web and the Kings played in the era of the prime Kobe Shaq era. It's unfortunate sometimes. It really does suck. But C-Web did call the timeout. He actually, remember, if you watch it, he did travel. Like he didn't stop his dribble, but he did it like he's gonna stop, and he dragged his foot before he started dribbling. Oh, my light went out. But with that play, when he gets down there, oh, here's when he's lighting a cigarette and holding the What's so terrific about that? Let me see you do it, because I know what's been on that floor. Oh, yeah. But with Chris Webber, you can actually hear, like the crowd's cheering, but you can hear as C-Web goes, there's players behind him, like yelling, like call timeout, like yelling stuff. And one guy's even doing something. And so then C-Web gets down there and almost like he reacts to them. He calls timeout, and there's a few guys who are like good job, like not going, no, what are you doing? And then some are doing that. So when I do that, I look and I go, in that moment, he's got his own bench, someone from behind saying timeout and actually applauding it. So I'm like, they never spoke up. They didn't come out and say, yeah, I was yelling it too. It's kind of like, oh, well, C-Web did it. Let's put it all on him. And let's put it on the guy who the only reason we're here is because of C-Web. I'm not going to ever, you are right. You're 100% right. But, man, Chris Webber was the man. Fred G. Sanford, and the G stands for Golden Gloves. You lousy. How can he not beat Osgood, but he can beat Lou Turner? Ewing had his chances when Jordan retired. He did, right? And the Rockets beat him. Robert Horry, Big Shot Rob, right? seven rings, dude, by Robert Horry. Maybe, I don't know if he had, that Rockets team, I think, was more balanced and better overall, as opposed to John Starks, who would be hot and then shoot himself right out of a game. John Starks kind of blew it for them. Yeah, I know what's been on that rug, right, Share Money? Steptoe and Son, BBC for 10 years. Yes, Steve Bano. Steve, everyone, not everyone, it's funny, not a lot of people know that, but most know Steptoe and Son was the inspiration. The guys who created Sanford and Son got it. They already did All in the Family from a British show, and that was a huge hit. So they said, well, if it worked once, let's do it again. And they got Sanford and Son, and originally wanted an Italian family. They wanted a black family. Then they said, no. Black family, the shows don't always last as well. Let's go Italian family. They filmed it. The Italian family pilot tested poorly, awfully. And they said, let's go back to our original idea, which they should have stuck with. And then they did it. Lucky for them, they did good writing and brought in Red Fox. Because if you don't bring in Red Fox, you don't get Leroy and Skillet, you don't get Bubba, you don't get Melvin, you don't get Aunt Esther, and you probably don't get a show that lasts more than 2 or 3 years, which was their fear. Sanford and Son, you bring in Red Fox, and the dominoes fell, and Sanford and Son led the ways to Good Times, Jefferson's, What's Happening, any other great show afterwards was thanks to the success of this. Yes, they should have. Henry, they should have given it to Harper. Harper's a better shooter. Harper was great then, too. Yeah, John Starks was. Yeah, I remember that was a great 7-game series. We are going to leave. This is the end. This is the end right here. We're leaving. Now my wife's not happy. We were supposed to be done by 7:30. I'm 15 minutes late. Steptoe and Son. What I like about Steptoe and Son is it's really funny, and I like the son in that more. I like the son in that. than the dad. And here I like Fred more than Lamont, but in the British version, I like the son way more. And he's funny. And I feel like it's two different shows. I don't feel like it's a one, a copycat. I don't feel like it's the exact same show. I'm like, you have different culture, different personalities, and different environment. And it feels like two different shows, and they're both really good. You big dummy. See, look at that. He's all, put him up. Put him up. He should beat up him. All right, that's the show's still going, but I got to get going. It's better to have a happy wife and enjoy the rest of the night than have an unhappy wife and not enjoy the rest of the night. Anyone who's been married knows exactly what I'm talking about. But I do appreciate everyone for hanging out. Thank you for watching the show. Always have a blast doing these. It's never that I never want to do it. It's just always, catch you on the next one. Everybody have a great night. Trivia. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed watching the shows with us. 85 minutes. Oh my gosh. But next time we will do it. I will make sure I got nothing planned. And I'm going to start for the East Coast people. I know, John, I know you're out there East Coast. Have a great night, everybody. I will thank you very much, Shadow. Yeah, Dejan. Definitely need you. Dejan, you're the reason I did this. I wasn't going to do it this weekend. And then you asked me personally, hey, when's the next live show? When's the next live show? And I know it was supposed to be Saturday. We had a mess up. See you, Christopher. Hey, everybody, stay tuned for tomorrow. It comes on tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. I think members already got to see it, but it is where I go and check the Red Fox Walk of Fame, where we look at handprints and signatures in front of Red Fox's old work. It was awesome. It was awesome. There were 6 Sanford and Son actors there, and then a bunch of other people who were influenced through music, through Vegas, whoever had a connection to Red Fox. So be sure to watch for that as well. That'll be out tomorrow morning at 7. Enjoy the rest of your night, and go Chargers. Talk to you guys later. Peace. See you guys. See you, SMD. I still don't know who you are, but you got some funny comments on there. I know. Well, hey, next time I come on, I have a nice cold bottle of sangria. I'm going to finally try it. I've never had one. I saved it for a live show. I'm going to have it next time. Talk to you guys later. Peace. See you, Gregory.